What's going on, guys? I saw a post by Tim Grover on his Instagram talking about why Conor McGregor can no longer win. And he said he needs to get back. He needs to get on the bus ride back into hell, to go into those dark places. And I've never phrased it that way, but if you've watched Rocky III, when Apollo has to take him to South Central, I don't know if that was Compton, whatever it was, he had to take him to the place that was hell. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, everything. He had to do the same thing in Rocky IV. What did Mickey tell Rocky? The worst thing that happened to you is the worst thing that could happen to a fighter. You got civilized. And so many of these movies, we could learn from them. They are like, oh, it's just a movie. What about Cinderella Man? Russell Crowe, my buddy Joe DeSena always says, he was fighting for milk. Conor McGregor at one point was fighting for food on the table, a roof over his head. Now $100+ million for him to go into those dark places. He may not genuinely want to go there. But now let me relate this to quote unquote normal people. You know, here at the underground, middle school, high school, college athletes, and some adults. Some of the high school kids, they don't want to be here, and they weed themselves out because they like comfort. They worry that training here is too much. Think about that. Somebody who says they want to win, training here maybe twice a week for 2 hours, people are afraid that that's too much. You'll never win at the highest levels that way, and that's okay. You may not want to. You may not want to, but I think what's important is to just be honest and say, I don't want to do that. I look back to those who grew up in the 80s, and certainly those who grew up before me. You know, I wrestled, but guess what? We ran everywhere we went. That was our form of transportation. If we were playing basketball, it was hours of basketball. If we ran out of water, we couldn't call mommy to get our Gatorade. That's it. You didn't have money. You're out of water. It's the summertime. It's 90+ degrees. You'll play basketball without water. It is what it is. There's nobody coming to save you. And in those early 2000s, when I began training athletes, the first time this hit me, I trained 2 brothers. And for the first time, one of them showed up without the other. And I said, where's your brother? Oh, he played football after school and he was exhausted. Not tackle or whatever, maybe tackle, but he played for like 45 minutes after school with friends. Another time, the other one mowed the lawn and was exhausted. And so I've always wanted to model the underground after a blend of Rocky movies, some of those hellish trainings, and science, a blend of science. The problem is, when it's perfectly science, it never equates to success at the highest levels. Because when the competition gets rough, science and perfection go way out the window, far out the window. And so I question, are you doing too much? Or are you just doing too little, and mentally and emotionally you just don't want to do what it takes to be great? You want good, and good enough is the death of greatness. And if you want comfort, comfort is the enemy. So when parents and kids say, you know, he doesn't like driving there, it's 45 minutes away, then don't drive here. Go to the gym that's 5 minutes away and be good. That's it. Be honest. No hard feelings. But I think you put yourself in danger, like Conor McGregor, if you truly don't want to battle. Maybe those days are over. Those days are over for him. But you put yourself in danger to step out into these heavily competitive environments. And I always tell athletes, my job as a strength coach is to protect you. The way I can protect you is by getting you stronger, faster, tougher, more resilient, more durable, not just physically, but mentally. And you are a danger to yourself and others when you don't want to get out of that comfort zone. And we could equate that to business as well. Your business won't grow if you're only comfortable. Comfort is the enemy. That's it, guys.